Okay, welcome to my 2022 Rivian R1T that I bought from new from Rivian. Well, I was super fortunate. I got an early one. I think this VIN number is around 13,000. You can tell the earliest of the R1Ts because I have an original electronic tonneau cover. My wife and I, we do a lot of camping and outdoor stuff. We have a rooftop tent that we put over the truck bed. We take this thing on adventures all over the place. It's got dents and dings and scratches and other stuff. I do have a full PPF on it. I'll have to look up the exact color. I think it's forest green and the 20-inch wheels, open 5 spokes. They come with the Pirelli Scorpion all-terrain, it's not really an AT tire, but all-terrain like tire. And honestly, the Pirellis have been fantastic. I got one flat since I've owned them, ran over a screw through a construction site. So, you know, it is what it is. It was gonna happen, right? So since I've owned this car, I've only had to pay out of pocket on 2 items in 3.5 years. One was to replace the windshield because I got a rock chip that put a big old crack in it. Had to replace the windshield. That was pretty costly. And then replace the tires, which I only did after a little bit more than 3 years of ownership. About 29,000 miles on that set of tires. From what I can tell is a little bit better than most. Anyway, as you can see, beautiful Seattle day here. Hopefully Mount Rainier's, oh my God, bald eagle. Oh, I hope the 360 camera's picking up that bald eagle. Man, Seattle's the best. Love bald eagles, seeing them. Okay, yeah, it looks like Mount Rainier is out. We've got a high cloud cover today. Yes, man, gorgeous. I hope you guys can pick that up. What a beautiful day. What day is it? It's February 3rd, 54 degrees. Seattle's the best. I'm going across Lake Washington now. Beautiful, calm day. The Huskies, if they're out there rowing, this has got to be ideal conditions for them. Nice flat water on Lake Washington. Let's talk about the truck a little bit. I love this truck. As I said, it's only the second new car I ever bought. This thing has a personality. It's got soul. We've been all over the country together. My wife and I absolutely just adore it. Like I said, it's got dings and scratches, and it's got a personality. It drives like a dream. I mean, we're talking 85, 90% of the way to a Range Rover, thanks to the air suspension. So it's just a comfortable cruiser. But then I can put it in sport mode, and actually that was kind of slow because I don't have it in sport mode. But this thing will launch in a claimed 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. I don't think that that's happening on my all-terrain tires, but let's say it's 4 seconds. It's just mind-bending. It's one of those where it like hurts your eyeballs. The speed is so fast and holds 5 people super comfortably. We have an absolute ton of storage. I'm going to show you around. We've got the front trunk, which has an upper and lower section. We have the gear tunnel behind the seats. We've got under the rear seats, we've got storage. We've got the entire truck bed. Under the truck bed is another storage compartment. It tows great. I race autocross. For those of you that have been watching the channel, know that. In the summertime, I am towing my Porsche. Gets terrible on range, but I'm usually only driving down to Mount Rainier. I leave with 100%. I get there with about 30% charge. I charge at the fast charger in town, and I get back in no problem. There's a Space Needle. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, we'll do some roses and thorns in honor of my lovely wife Amelia, as I always say. Thorns. Gear guard Gary doesn't recognize my phone, and it annoys the out of me. I'll get to the car, and the car won't recognize my phone is in my pocket, and so it won't unlock the doors. Gear guard Gary comes up on the front screen there. Come on, Gary, open the door. It's me. You know, it's your old pal Dante. As soon as I pull my phone out of my pocket, my phone, like, the screen comes on, then it opens every single time. Let's be real. First world problem. I mean, if I had a key, I'd have to take the key out of my pocket, hit the unlock button. The tonneau cover about to break, that's a thorn. As you can see, I really think these videos through. I spend a lot of time really writing down everything I want to talk about. Yeah, no, I don't. This is all ad-libbed. Other people are upset that it's an electric truck and that it It only gets like 280 miles of range. Doesn't bother me. That's way more than my bladder can go. Let's be real. The infotainment, it's getting a little slow after 3.5 years. But when I first got it, it was instantaneous. Oh, I got one. ALEXA is built into this, and she's not good. I'm not going to say because it's going to ping her. That was a whole, like, you know, because Amazon owned 20% when they built the car, and so you can prompt it like you would an Echo. Technically will do anything. Any button you can push, it will do. So, like, you could say, ALEXA, open the front trunk, and when I first got it, it was, like, great. It would do it. It's just been really bad. Like, I'll say, ALEXA, call Amelia. Something went wrong. So that is very annoying. Not only that, it does not have CarPlay, which is only annoying for one thing, and that is voice to text. So I still, to this day, don't have voice to text, and I don't know why Rivian hasn't built it in. You know, they're another car company that's saying, you know, we want to own the software experience, which I understand. But as a user who's receiving text messages in this modern world, I'm not getting, you know, I can't have them read to me. Now they sell a plaid version for $130,000 and you can't get voice to text. That doesn't make a lot of sense. That's a pet peeve, the Cybertruck. I'd like to drive one, you know, see how it drives. And I'm an ugly car aficionado, for those of you that have been following a long time. I love an ugly car. So I want to drive a Cybertruck, but man, I would not get caught dead owning one. Man, has a car ever gotten so much baggage so quickly? It's very polarizing. Ooh, should we put it in sport? Let's put it in sport and see what we can do here on a launch. All right, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. Oh my God, it hurts my eyeballs. I don't know. I looked down. I hit 60. It's preposterous. This thing weighs 6,800 pounds. It's got 4 motors, 1,000 horsepower, 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. I have no idea how many. Okay, roses. Back to roses. I love the acceleration. As soon as I think that I want to accelerate, the car's already moving. So if I need to make a gap on the highway, something like that, I can just like push it and it's instantaneous. The beauty of electric vehicles, right? Instantaneous throttle response. I love the comfort because while it accelerates quickly, I'm in a big luxurious truck. Like I said, it's like 85-90% of the way to a Range Rover in terms of luxurious ride feel. The size is right. You know, it's about halfway between a Tacoma and an F-150, so it's narrower than most pickup trucks. It's a little bit shorter. The utility, I love the utility. Talk about a rose. You know, it's got the small 4.5-foot bed, a gooseneck tailgate, which extends it out to 7 feet. And it's 4 feet wide. So this thing, I mean, I haul plywood in this thing. It's fantastic. The stereo, it's got a Meridian stereo system in here. This thing, one of the best I've ever heard. I absolutely think it's fantastic. Back to the roses. I love the acceleration. I love the comfort. I love the utility. I love the stereo. It is, I think, for me, my perfect daily driver. The first thing on the interior, since I'm backing up right now, is you can see the cameras. I've got a surround view of the car here on the left-hand side, and I can switch that from surround above view to a two-sided so I can see the edge of the curb, for instance. Anyway, so you got the rear, which is your standard backup camera. You've got the front, but then this is a pretty cool little feature. This is a camera above the truck bed. So if you're hauling stuff, you can see that your stuff is staying put, which is pretty nice. You can see here when you open the door, the first little Easter egg nugget thing you get is this flashlight, which is so cool. It comes with every Rivian. It is ridiculously bright. I mean, it's bright out here and you can still see the light, which is so cool. And it's always getting charged right here in the side. All right, you've got your, as I said before, gigantic door pocket. It'll take 3 water bottles, okay? We're back in the car. So I showed you that. Might have been a little blurry. Apologies. One of the great things about the Gen 1s is we still got ourselves a door handle, baby. The newer models have a button that you push, which is so stupid. Just give us a door handle. What we invented the right thing. We don't need progress on the door handle. Anyway, we got the dual screens, which is great. Even on the R2, Rivian has indicated that they're going to continue the dual screens, which is fantastic. I don't know if you can see. You have the ability now to adjust what you're looking at display-wise. You can either look at the info about the car, or you can pull up maps. Think of it similar to the Audi MMI system. And then on the left-hand side, you can pull up the map itself if you're doing GPS, or you can pull up efficiency, what you're listening to, the air pressure in all the tires, efficiency, that sort of thing. It's pretty cool. The touchscreen, way more intuitively set up than Tesla. I just remember Tesla's like app-based, so you're always like going into the thing and like having to try to figure out what app is where. This is not app-based, right? So like if you want to listen to music, you just pick music and then your music here is on the left-hand side. You got your radio, Spotify, Audible. You can listen off your phone. This Meridian sound system is fantastic. 3D, dynamic adjust. The map, really responsive. Everything runs off of Google Maps. Heating and climate control, pretty standard stuff. It does have the annoying, you have to set the climate control with the, with the screen. It's not just a lever thing that you can push. I think it's dumb. Heated mirrors, heated steering wheel, heated seats, ventilated seats. I have mine ventilated right now. You can do climate scheduling. You can do hold. We've even got dog mode here. This is something I love. So when you're in the different drive modes, you get a different look. So here is just all purpose. When I go to conserve, it's going to lower the ride height. It's going to look at the conserve area. If I go to sport, it's going to look like I'm on a racetrack. If I do snow, it's going to look like there's snow outside. And then also I can switch it to off-road mode, which, makes it look like off-roading. And you've got all of these different options. I'm not an off-roader, so it's really not for me. And if you pull the gauges over, you get all of this additional information, compass, height. As you can see, the highest that we've taken the truck is 5,156 feet, going over a mountain pass somewhere. And you can even set up trailer profiles and things. Pretty cool. If you want to watch movies and stuff when you're here, you can either watch YouTube from a native device, or you can Google Cast. I find that the Google Cast doesn't really work, so that kind of sucks. Camping mode, super cool camping mode. So camp mode, I can turn I can keep the climate control on. I can also turn all the displays off, the camp courtesy, but the absolute coolest is it'll level the truck. So we put the tent on the back, it levels itself out. So you don't need any leveling blocks or anything. It's just awesome, so awesome. And then you got Gear Guard, which is your, it's like Sentry mode, to pull up incidents and things like that. Saved to a little USB drive that I have in the center console here. Speaking of center consoles, let's go through it. So this wireless charging pad, it's absolutely awful. Look at this. You go around a corner, look what happens. Whoop, it slides. And like trying to find a spot that's actually going to charge it, plus anything with a camera bump these days, it's just not well designed. So I almost never use that. I keep my phone up here. It fits pretty well. Interior, Rivian now makes a divider tray. I bought this from T-Raps early on. I just keep some basic stuff in here. A charging cable, a pen, whatever, some gum. And then down below, you can see I have a huge pit. And then there's a little like rubber band thing that holds your documents. I think this is like not the best implementation. Would have rather had a glove box, which I know is coming soon. So we got 1,000,001 lights. They're so bright. We got the quick function displays. Those are over here. That makes it really easy to turn stuff on and off. Like open your charge port door. I don't know if that's getting picked up out there. It's a crazy looking charge port door. Oh, right. I have, because we have an early one, the Rivian camp speaker, which actually also doubles as a camping lantern and a gigantic power bank. And, you know, when I got this, I probably wouldn't have paid for it, but it came with the truck and I end up using it all the time. It's like, oh, we got to listen to some music outside. Just boom, right there, camp speaker. And it's always charged because it's just sitting right here. It's so cool. I love this little center interior thing here. What do you call that? I talked about the tray earlier. All right, back seat. It's actually not huge. I whack my head. I am 6'2". The chair in front of me is where I would sit, and my knees do hit. Map pockets. You do have a screen back here, which you can control things like the lighting, the locks, seat heaters, that sort of thing. And then you can actually adjust things like the music. You've got a standard cup holder with a little, I don't know what you would put in there thing. This has been well documented. There's a little drawer, garage door thing here. It goes down into the gear tunnel, down in the center, which is pretty cool. This pops up, so you got a little bit, thing for your center passenger. Let's see, what else? You got grab handles, 4 grab handles. I love that. You got tinier door pockets back here. They're much smaller, but hey, what can you do? All right, under the seat, you've got a ton of storage. If you get the Meridian, you get your subwoofer, which is right there. The bag that the Charger came in, I really liked because it fit perfectly here. So I bought a second one that I keep other things in. So in here is all of my towing kit. And this is where I keep all my fixturing gear. This right here, I keep my NACS adapter in here, which is pretty cool. I've got 2 of these kits. I've got a first aid kit. That's the dog kit. And then here's the first aid kit. So if I take this first aid kit, the point is that it fits perfectly inside of this door pocket. Does it fit perfectly? No, it actually does not. And so I don't actually keep it in there. I keep them in the back seat. All right, so I've got not much time left. I've got a full gear tunnel. I've got a pet thing for when we're fostering dogs. I've got 2 sets of cargo crossbars, which I keep in ski bags. I've got, this is a golf bag that I keep my, what do you call them, bike racks in. And then there's actually a camping chair on the other side there. So it's unbelievable how much stuff you can fit into these things. It's very cool. All right, here we go. Here is the Pez dispenser style tonneau cover. So these will stack on top of each other as they go and go into a compartment down there. Here you go, you can see it. These are all stacking on top of each other, one after the other. So you can see here, 4.5-foot bed. When closed, has, because of the gooseneck, I get out to 7 feet. It's 4 feet wide, perfectly fits sheets of plywood. This is pretty cool. So underneath here is a full-size spare tire compartment that holds a full-size spare tire. I then got this from Rivian to make it easier for me to take this out when I'm by myself, because when you have the tent in, you can't open the spare tire compartment up all the way, so you have to kind of slide it out, which is a pain. Got outlets here, 2 normal household outlets, and then over here on the other side, we've got your air compressor, and then where you put your gear guard. Last but not least, we've got the front trunk, which is nice and big. I got some camera gear in here, my gym equipment, and my backpack with, my stuff I go to the office in. Last thing, we got 2 little doors in each of the gear tunnel doors. That is an interior look at the Rivian R1T, my Rivian R1T, which I love. This car's a beauty. She's a beauty. All right, back to you, Dante, in the studio. So if I want to fill up a 135 kilowatt hour battery at a 15% loss, 135 times 1.15. So that's 155 kilowatt hours. multiplying that by the 13 cents that I pay per kilowatt hour times 0.13. For me to go from 0 to 100% is $20. I'm using it's like $14 a week in electricity. Cost of ownership, really low. It's so great. I love this truck. Man, look at Maurer. Whoa, baby. Those are like the big things that I love about the car. Then there is a ton of little things. I love right down here, it's got hiding cup holders. It's got a heated steering wheel. I love that. Heated and ventilated seats. Love that. There is this little compartment up here, a tray that is all rubberized. I've got little tiny pockets up here for my sunglasses. These side door pockets are huge. I can fit an umbrella. Huge. Sound like an idiot. I can fit 2 regular sized water bottles and an umbrella with room to spare in both door pockets. I've got this ton of storage under the seat back here. I keep all my towing stuff. The gear tunnel holds all my bike stuff. The front trunk is so easy to use. In the rear, I've got a full-size spare tire if I ever have a problem. I've got the electronic tonneau cover. Oh my God, these cargo crossbars that Rivian has designed are great. I've got 2 sets, so I can haul my tent and my bikes. I love this truck. The interior is holding up exceptionally well. You know, some slight wrinkling in the vinyl, I guess. I don't know. Vegan leather, whatever that means, vinyl. So boy, a lot of roses in this review, huh? You know, I guess I own it. I've owned it for 3.5 years. But for me, it is my perfect daily driver. It's just unbelievably capable. It is fast. It is comfortable. It has a ton of utility. It is, I think, a gorgeous looking. So I think with that, I think I've told you all I wanted to tell you about owning an R1T. I would buy another one. They're that good. With that, I got to say a big thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya. Oh my God, there are 2 little things that are super cool that I forgot to mention. The turn signal, it's like a... Is the mic picking that up? It's so cool. And then when you lock the car, I'll make sure to get it. The car does a little bird tweet. It's like a tweet tweet. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, one more time. Tweet tweet.